A young girl dipped her hand into the crystal-clear seawater. Little did she know that the next moment something extraordinary would happen. Countless fish, as if hearing a mysterious summons, swam towards the girl's location. The greedy fishermen witnessing this scene were not surprised at all. For every time they took the girl out to sea, they would return with a bountiful catch. It was precisely because of this special ability that the girl possessed, that she was able to feed the insatiable villagers of the small island. But the secret surrounding the girl went far beyond just that. Every morning, there would be a long queue outside the door of the couple who had adopted her, because anyone who had come into contact with the girl, no matter what illness or pain they were suffering from, would be healed by her. Even if a small wound appeared on their body, it would heal at a visibly rapid speed. The locals all regarded the girl as their savior, and even worshipped her as a divine being. It was the girl's arrival that had allowed the people of the small island to live a prosperous life free from the fear of disease. However, as time passed, this peaceful village fell into a civil war due to the selfishness and greed of the fishermen. On this day, Sarah and her little friends came to play on the mountain. Suddenly, they discovered a huge beehive on the ground. The strange thing was that just as Sarah slowly approached, the aggressive bees settled on Sarah's hand like pets. Just as Sarah was showing this magical scene to her friends, she found that her friends were being attacked by a swarm of bees. Seeing her friends get hurt, Sarah unconsciously clenched her fists, and the next second all the bees around her died. Even Sarah herself felt terrified by this power. Unexpectedly, it was after this incident that Sarah's special abilities mysteriously disappeared. She could no longer use her powers to heal the local residents, and the fish caught by the fishermen at sea were few and far between. Just like that, a week passed. The local residents could not sit still. They convened a residents' committee meeting overnight. They felt a deep sense of unease and fear for their future lives. Early the next morning, they brought gifts to comfort Sarah. They prayed that Sarah would recover her divine powers as soon as possible, hoping to once again return to their former prosperity. That night, as Catherine was soothing Sarah to sleep, she inadvertently discovered that the wound from the day before was healing rapidly. Excitedly, she immediately called her husband over. Unexpectedly, her husband also noticed in amazement that the knife scar on his hand was also disappearing at a visible speed. At that moment, the couple realized that Sarah's healing ability had returned. In order to cure Margaret, who had severe Alzheimer's, Catherine immediately wanted to share this news with Margaret, because Margaret had been suffering from severe Alzheimer's, and without Sarah's healing, her condition had been very poor in recent days. In the middle of the night, she still invited Margaret to their home. In the blink of an eye, Margaret's Alzheimer's was cured, but the fisherman's catch was exceptionally poor. Soon the fisherman ran to Catherine's house to complain to them. It turned out that after Margaret regained her sanity, she had leaked the news of Sarah regaining her divine powers. After witnessing that Sarah could only exert her powers when she was asleep, Margaret came up with a bold idea. Without a word, she handed a bottle of medicine to Michael, telling Michael to secretly put Sarah into a deep sleep. That way all the people on the small island could continue to enjoy the blessings brought by the heavens. Initially, Michael refused, but his wife kept adding fuel to the fire. In the end, Michael agreed to do it. Late at night, when everything was quiet, Catherine quietly crushed sleeping pills into powder and mixed it into Sarah's water cup. When Sarah had completely fallen into a deep sleep, she lifted Sarah onto a stretcher and followed the other villagers to take Sarah to the seaside.